Hey everybody. So, since Valentine's Day, I know is coming up this week and stuff, might as well do a subject I'm quite familiar with. Both good and bad sides of it, but yeah, I might as well do this topic now of romance and Aspies. For a start, I definitely know experiences in this since I've had 4 exes and all of them had mental disabilities. And also, please just don't regard this as like an overall judgment or just stereotype kind of thing. No, I don't. And at least try not to. Don't do that kind of thing. So let's just get that out of the way right now, okay? Let's just, yeah. Exit. Yeet that thought of your mind, okay? Yeet that thought of your mind. Yeet. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. At least from my experience, when a person with Asperger's, such as myself, does date someone with at least some form of autism. At least, again, this is just my view on things. Don't think of it as stereotype or whatever. I'm not, since I do have both ADD and Asperger's, so but yeah, at least from my experience, what seems to happen is you get two people that are wanting to be in two separate worlds, it seems like, but unless it goes really well, what seems to happen, at least from my experience, is that you get one that's not very welcoming into each other's world, and that can definitely cause some issues there. So yeah, I mean, I know people that have mental disabilities, people with mental disabilities, and like them getting along fine. But yeah, that can also happen to the point where it's like you in two different worlds, and you're trying to get that person to come into your world, and that person's not really wanting to because they want to stay in their world and not into yours, and that can definitely cause a lot of friction. Also, there's the fact that some people with disabilities, especially myself, and I do really tend to have this trait, and it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of both a good and bad thing at the same time, but we tend to be like very, very nice and generous, usually anyways. I mean, you do get people that are just fucking cranky all the time and shit, but you tend to also get people that are like me, that are just very nice and generous. Nice and generous and stuff, and then that generosity can really, really be taken advantage of a lot, especially in my case with this fucking crazy Filipino lady that wanted me to give her money and shit, and that was just, and again, that was just one of like several instances of like, hey, I love you, let's see this, give me a shitload of money, cause I'm like a gold digger, I need some money. They won't ever admit it. They will say, look, they're like some fucking royalty and shit, when it's just like, if you're royalty and shit, why do you need money? But yeah. Anyways, but yeah, there's that, and it's just kind of sad. We do get taken advantage of a lot, and you'll never see an infomercial about this ever. Honestly, it's really kind of sucks. I mean, there's like, autism awareness and like stuff like that, but yeah, in fact, I've had to even come across any sort of like classes that even say it's like, yep, this is a scam, and like have like some sort of system set up where it's like we're being reminded, and like red flags, and like, just say no, because sometimes we do a problem saying no. It's not because we're cowards or anything. It's just we're just really generous people, and sometimes just we have a problem saying no sometimes. I mean, it just kind of sucks, really, because it's like, yeah, you just can't help being nice and having a nice and generous heart. So you're just like, yes and yes, and that could definitely lead to some trouble, trust me. Just trust me on this. But yeah, which is why in my case I'm kind of actually willing to date a neurotypical person, because I actually have a lot of friends that are neurotypical as well as neurodiverse. But since again, speaking from my experience, that really neurotypical is actually going to be pretty understanding. I mean, sure, they'll never like fully see you in your shoes and stuff, but sometimes you just want a calm and patient person just to like talk to and stuff like that, which is why I'm willing, because really actually the ones I've met anyways tend to be pretty patient and calm, actually, for the most part. I mean, sure, yes, there has been assholes that I've met as well, but there's definitely a lot of people that really want to be calm and patient with you, and like, you know, even hug you, even if you're feeling down or whatever. So that's always good. I actually like hugs. I mean, those people with a disability that either touch sensitive or whatnot. In fact, I actually used to be really noise sensitive when I was younger. So at some point I would have like a mental breakdown if I was even in like a movie theater, because I hated loud noises and stuff. So yeah, that was years ago though. Like one time I just literally just like exited out of the theater at one point during the movie Pearl Harbor with the bombing scene stuff. Yeah, I just like, nope. And that was like when I was a teen when that movie came out, and that was just still insane to me because I was still, you know, very hyper noise sensitive and stuff. And but somehow I didn't have a problem with Pokemon Movie 1000 though. I mean, I was fine with that movie. In fact, that was like in some small theater at one of those like biplex, I think called them theaters, duoplex, like either duoplex or biplex or something, where there was like only two screens, and one of the screens was showing Pokemon 2000, and okay, I forgot what else came out that year. Okay, no, Tarzan in '99. Was it? That was like another movie playing as well that year, but yeah, I remember Pokemon 2000, another movie. It's playing Honolulu, and I saw the movie, had no problem, but yeah, though I get it. There's some like sensitive and noise sensitive people that, you know, that aren't okay with hugging or loud noises. I get it. And okay, I just got myself way distracted from what I was talking about in the first place. Okay, back to dating. And yes, I am well aware I have made a video in the past about this already, but I figured I guess you would say expand upon it, but sometimes I do feel like that some talk about probably has already been covered, and if it hasn't, well, now you got new info. Yeah, again, back to my like point I already was trying to make, is that at least I'm pretty open when it comes to neurotypical and neurodiverse people, and though there are people that only want to, that the neurodiverse people only be with like their neurodiverse people, and like that's great, and I respect you for it. Just me, I'm kind of more open, because actually neurotypical people can be pretty cool as well. I mean, sure, they would have like full understand because they were like in your shoes every single day or whatever, but at the same time, they're pretty chill people and pretty cool to hang out with. At least to me. So, yep, that's me anyways. So, yeah, I think before I even just ramble on for like hours and hours, I think I'll end this video here. And thank you for listening to me rant for how long this video turns out to be. Hopefully not too long or too short, but we'll see. But yeah, and see you in the next video.